My prayers and thoughts are with the people of China and their families as they're overcoming this catastrophic earthquake. I hope God gives them the strength they need in this battle of men against nature. As we know, thousands of innocent people were affected as a result of this earthquake. The earthquake in China, in the province of Sichuan, had a magnitude of 7.9 on the Richter scale. It occurred on the 12th of May 2008 in Sichuan province of China. In China, it was named the Wenchuan earthquake after the earthquake's epicenter in Wenchuan County in Sichuan province. The epicenter was 90 kilometers west-northwest of Chengdu, the capital of Sichuan, with a depth of 19 kilometers. The earthquake was felt as far as away in Beijing, 1,500 kilometers away, and Shanghai, 1,700 kilometers, where offices buildings swayed with a tremor. The earthquake was also felt in nearby countries. Official figures as of May 15th state there are about 20,000 are confirmed dead. The Chinese government warned that the death toll could rise to 50,000. Tens of thousands are missing, many of them buried, and 8 provinces were affected. It was the deadliest and strongest earthquake to hit China since the 1976 Tanshan earthquake, which killed over 250,000 people. Property damage. Catastrophe modeling estimate total damages to exceed 20 billion. It values Chengdu, Sichuan's province capital city, of 4.5 million at about 115 billion, with only a small portion covered by insurance. News reports indicate that the poor farm villages were hit hardest. Rescue efforts. China's President Hu Jintao said that the disaster response will be rapid. On May the 12th, China's Chengdu Military Area Command dispatched 50,000 troops and armed police to help with disaster relief work in Wenchuan County. But because of the rough terrain and close proximity to the quake's epicenter, the soldiers found it very difficult to help to the villagers in the provinces. The Red Cross Society of China also stated that the disaster areas needs tents, medical supplies, drinking water, and foods. However, it recommends donating cash instead of other items as of now, as it's not possible to reach the areas and roads are completely damaged and places are blocked off by landslides. Persistent heavy rains and landslides in Wenchuan County and the nearby area have badly affected rescue efforts. Francis Marcus of the International Federation of the Red Cross praised China rescue efforts as swift and very efficient in Beijing on Tuesday. But he added, the scale of that disaster was such that we cannot accept that the government can do everything and handle every aspect of the needs, foreign and domestic aid. Because of the magnitude of the quake and the media attention on China, foreign nations and organizations immediately responded to the disaster by offering condolences and assistance. On May 14th, UNICEF reported that China was formally requesting the support of international community to respond to the needs of affected families. Now let's see what some of the countries have done and what are doing. In mainland China itself, Hong Kong, the government of Hong Kong has dedicated $38 million. In Macau, $14.3 million. China, $125.4 million donated by the Chinese public. Other countries, and these figures are in dollars. Taiwan, $65 million. Saudi Arabia, $50 million and $10 million in relief material. Britain, $1.95 million. Belgium, 650 euros, close to $1 million. Germany, 650,000 euros, again close to $1 million. United States, $500,000 as an initial contribution. Japan, $48 million. South Korea, approximately $1 million. Thailand, $500,000. Singapore, $200,000. Poland, $100,000. India, $5 million. Switzerland, $379,000. Norway, $4 million. Spain, $1.55 million. Greece, $309,000. Estonia, $49,000. Vietnam, $200,000. Earthquake rescue teams. Japan has been given the green line to help in Sichuan. Russia has committed 4 plane loads of 130 tons of relief material. France committed this week to send a cargo plane loaded with material worth 400,000. Canadian aid? However, before we examine Canadian aid, let's see what the Tories think about China. CBC headline, Saturday, July the 23rd, 2005. Tory wants aid to China stopped. A Conservative MP says it's time to turn off the tap of Canadian foreign aid. The Tory MP went on to say that China has the biggest army in the world, has the second largest economy in the world, has a space program, has a nuclear weapons program. This story was MP Helena Georges. Today, Helena Georges is the Secretary of State for Foreign Affairs, International Trade and Sport. Ladies and gentlemen, I just finished telling you what the rest of the world has done for China. Canada is still silent. I'm ashamed of this Prime Minister and of this Minister of Foreign Affairs. The only thing that they've done is extend their condolences to China and their best wishes. Condolences and best wishes do not assist people in the time of need. Condolences and best wishes do not help get survivors out of collapsed building. Condolences and best wishes do not help provide medicine and medical care to people that need it. The people of Canada are looking at this government and are shaking their heads. 1.5+ million Chinese Canadians are looking and also shaking their heads. This government has absolutely no protocol in dealing with natural or man-made disasters. There was a protocol that was put in place after tsunami by the Liberal government to deal with such emergencies. I know. I was one of the authors. This government should immediately commit $10 million for rescue and relief efforts. Match dollar for dollar of money raised by all efforts, especially by community groups. Although the Minister of CEDA said the government will match dollar for dollar raised by Canadian non-governmental organizations for victims of this earthquake, no details have yet to be released. Immediately dispatch the DAR team after contacting the Chinese government. Citizenship and Immigration should expedite family class sponsorship cases from southwestern China that are in process and issue visitor visas to immediate family members of the Canadian Chinese community in the region so that they can join their relatives in Canada until this ordeal is over. Expedite new family class sponsorship applications of immediate family members such as spouses, parents, and siblings. It is time Canada set protocols to deal with international crisis. Canadians want to know what their government will render assistance to others in the time of need. A set of protocols will allow all Canadians to know what their government is doing and what they can do to help. It's time for Stephen Harper to act. I will accept nothing else. Neither will the rest of the Canadians. Thank you.